It's good to start a meditation by noticing sensations in the body. So just notice any sensations that arise right now in your body as you're sitting or lying wherever you are. And bring your attention to the sensations that accompany the breath. Maybe the rise and fall of the belly. You can put your hand on your belly to sense it more clearly, noticing how the belly fills and expands and then goes in, empties. Or maybe the sensation of the breath in the nostrils, the air gently caressing the nostrils or the lips. And you might notice that the touch of the air feels different on the way in and on the way out. Different temperature, different texture. And with every out-breath, allow the body to sink a little more into whatever is supporting you. Notice that the body is supported right now by the chair or the bed, wherever you're sitting or lying. By the floor, by the building, by the ground. And with every out-breath, allow the body to sink a touch more into that support. And just noticing the cycle of in-breath and out-breath. The breath breathing itself, that miracle that is always with us, with no need to change the pace or the depth of the breath. If it feels good to take a deep breath and fill the lungs with oxygen, that's fine. But you can also just notice the sensations of the breath breathing itself. And now, bringing your attention to for the first time perhaps, to whatever pain you may be experiencing in your body. And just dipping in, just for a moment, bringing your attention briefly to that pain, wherever it is. Noticing the sensation, and then coming back to the breath, or to a neutral or pleasant sensation in the body, some other part of the body that feels fine right now. Maybe your hands or your cheeks, wherever that is. Then bringing the attention back to the cycle of breath. In-breath and out-breath. See if you can follow the complete cycle, including the pauses between the in-breath and the out-breath. That little pause on top there. And the slight pause also between the out-breath and the in-breath, just following the cycle of breath. And with any meditation, we choose what to attend to, but the mind is going to do what the mind does. So any noise, literal noise, which you might actually be hearing right now from the video as well as from wherever you are, if that interrupts you, just notice the sounds. And then bring the attention back to whatever you've chosen to focus on right now, the breath. If all of a sudden you notice, oh, I'm not focusing on the breath at all, I've been thinking for the last however many seconds or minutes, just notice thinking. And gently bring your attention back to the breath. And the same with emotions. Maybe you'll notice I've been caught up in an emotion. I've gone away from the meditation. So just notice. See if you can bring your attention to the physical sensations of the emotion. And gently bring your attention back to the sensations of the breath. This is not a failure. This is part of the work of meditation. And it can actually be enlightening to notice where our attention is and to be able to follow our attention, find it where it's gone unfollowed, and bring it back. And now bringing the attention again to the sensations of pain, wherever they may be in the body, with a little more focus, we'll spend a little more time there if it's good for you, and if not, then go back to the breath or the sounds or the sensations of other parts of the body. But if you feel like it's good to bring your attention to the pain, bring a gentle curiosity to the sensations of the pain right now. If you had to describe the sensation briefly and easily, don't work too hard on this. What word would it be? Maybe tingling, or sharp, or heavy. See if you can label the sensation. Name the sensation, but easily again. Notice, does the pain have a color, a texture, a temperature? Is it hot? Is it cold? How big is the place that it's in? Does that shift or does it stay the same? Does it have clear boundaries or fuzzy boundaries? Can you notice the edge where the pain disappears? Or is it more fuzzy and vague? And just notice if this shifts or if it stays the same. Often we imagine our pain as this big, defined block of something, like a big, heavy piece of, concrete or stone. And it just has these very clear, sharp boundaries and definitions. And sometimes if we can go through that wall of fear and take our gentle attention to the pain, we'll notice that it changes, which can already be something that gentles our experience of the pain. And one more thing to experiment with the pain, if this feels right to you. Imagine there's an opening in the skin, an imaginary opening in the skin, in the body, an opening in the body by the pain. So let's say your pain is in the knee. Imagine that you can breathe in through your knee. Breathe in through the skin of the knee to that pain. If this works for you, just imagine you're breathing directly in to the place where the pain is. And the breath is gently filling that area, and then you breathe it out. And the breath leaves the body through the skin wherever the pain is. And just see if that's useful for you to try that for a moment or two. And if not, then you're noticing the breath or any part of this meditation that's been useful for you. You can be doing that. And when you experience pain, now or in life, it's good to remember the rest of the body. Our attention goes so closely in to the place where there's pain, as if we forget and we think that that's the only thing that exists, which of course causes the pain to be what's filling the whole screen of our attention, the whole vessel of our attention. So actively remember the rest of the body. There are the feet, the ankles, the calves, bringing the attention to each part of the body, the knees, the thighs. And if one side of you is in pain, then bring your attention to that part on the other side of you. Notice the hips and the genitals, the belly, the lower back, the ribs and the middle back, solar plexus area, the chest, the upper back and the shoulder blades, and the tops of the shoulders, the arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, palms, back of the hands, fingers, thumb, the neck, the throat and the back of the neck, the face, all the parts of the face, the ears, and the top and back of the head. Remembering that there are many parts of the body right now that are feeling neutral or good. And now bringing the attention back to the breath, the in-breath and the out-breath. The sensations that are always there accompanying the breath. And the body, the points of contact between the body and the chair or wherever you're resting on right now. Noticing again that the body is supported by the chair or the bed. And then underneath that by the floor, the building, the ground.